Hi guys, what's up? Welcome back to my video. Happy New Year. Happy New Year. I'm so happy that 2020 is over, but it seems like 2021 is a shit. So we're just gonna keep moving past those little details here. But for today's video, we are not even talking about that. We are talking about doing a fresh New Year is all about fresh beauty, stuff like that. So we are going to be talking about doing a fresh makeup tutorial using the new Fenty Pro Filter Soft Matte Powder Foundations. That is a lot to say. So we're going to be using this. We are not using any foundation. We are just using cream concealer and this powder, and everything that we're using today is basically all of it is Fenty Beauty, except for maybe the brushes and my final spray that I didn't even show, and my lashes. But other than that, everything that we're using in this video is all Fenty Beauty. So if you want to know how to get this fresh face, but before we even go there, before we even drop the tea and the gems on that, please make sure that you like, subscribe, and comment to this video. Hit that bell notification to be notified when I post a video. And yes, the word this year is consistency. I say that all the time, but you got to challenge yourself every year. When you fall short, you got to keep challenging yourself until you just get it, because you're bound to get it, because it's something that is still in your heart. You feel me? So with that being said, yeah, I'm gonna stop talking, but just make sure that you subscribe, leave some love in the comments, tell me all that good stuff, and we are going to get into how to get this fresh face using no foundation, all Fenty Beauty. Let's get into it. Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel. So as you heard in the intro, you already know what this video is basically going to be about. So with that being said, I'm not going to talk too much more because I think I did enough talking, and we're just going to jump right into the video. We're just going to jump right into it. So for primer, I'm going to use, I was stuck between wanting to use the, you know what? I think I am going to use it. I was going to use the matte one, but since I'm using mostly powders, I'm just going to go ahead and use the hydrating. So I'm going to use the Fenty Beauty Soft Silk Pro Filter Hydrating Primer. I'm just going to shake it up there. And I've already washed my face and all of that good stuff, so let's get that. And I know I used to use this a lot. I don't know if you could see. Like, I mean, I put a dent in it. It ain't nothing like my Hydro. I'm not going to say it isn't nothing, but like my Hydro, what is it? Hydro Milk Gel Primer is my favorite. But before that, I had this one, and this was the GOAT. So now that we have primed and prepped the face, we're just going to go into it. Like I said, we're not using any foundation in this video. So in this video, we're using no foundation. We are using strictly just concealer and powder, really, honestly. So for in the Fenty Beauty, I have my highlighter color, and then I have my actual color, which is 420. This is my foundation color. So I'm just going to take that foundation color, my original color, and I'm just going to go everywhere that kind of is dark on my face that I would otherwise be covering with foundation. And I'm going to put some around my mouth just because I have a lot of darkness. Y'all know this if y'all are not new to my channel. I have a lot of darkness around my mouth. A lot of women have hyperpigmentation. That's not nothing that's abnormal or anything like that. But check my forehead and make sure. I don't really have too many marks on my forehead. This is mostly the area that I worry about the most. And so after I put this is a concealer, mind you, after I put on my concealer that's the same color as my foundation, I'm just going to take a buffing brush, and I'm just gonna buff that all in. You could use your finger. It takes a little bit longer. Personally, I just don't feel like using my finger today. But I tested out this look going to work one day when I wanted to see how fast I could accomplish it. Of course, I did faster because I knew I had to be out the door. But for sure, I liked it. It's a good everyday look. It's fresh, it's everyday. That's what I like it. And I'm glad I went with a hydrating primer because I don't have on any foundation, and because I am using a powder. I think that was a good move for us, guys. I think that was a good move. All right. So I'm just going to go in with my fingers. Like I said, you can go with your fingers. I'm just going to go in and pat those areas just to kind of press them into the skin. Boom. So that's the face. That's just with concealer. See, but I've always liked Fenty's concealer. It's always between e.l.f., Fenty, Too Faced. I have a couple other concealers. I could do a video on that, like what's my favorite, like my top 5 favorite concealers. I can do that because, yes. Next, as y'all know, I'm going to take the concealer, and I'm in the concealer color 390, so I'm just a few notches up. It's not super, super, super bright. And I've been seeing the new way that people have been putting on concealer. They're not putting it all the way on their eye. They're just kind of putting it in these spots. So I kind of like that. So I've been trying to do my concealer like that. So we're going to do that today. Kind of focusing on exactly the dark spots, which is exactly where I'm putting them. So this, and of course I'm going to put my concealer in its same normal respected places. Down here on the chin, especially because remember we kind of color corrected there. And then just a little bit down the bridge of my nose. And when I say a little bit, I always mean like just a little bit. So I'm going to let that concealer sit on my face for a second. And now I'm going to go in with the Fenty Brow MVP. Y'all know that this brow is my favorite because I want this to be a more of a fresh look. I'm not going to fill in my brows. I don't have the Fenty brow pencil just because I think I wasn't really a super fan of it. I might try it again. I see people use it, but I'm not really a fan of it. So I'm going to take my Fenty Beauty Brow MVP on the wax side. And I'm just going to, y'all know, draw my brows. Y'all know what I normally do. But I think for this look, I'm just going to leave my brows just as is. I'm just going to leave the Brow MVP. Because the idea is to be fresh, not caked up. Not a lot of like makeup. That's the idea. So I'm just going to leave it like that. And I'm probably just going, and then I'm going to go back in with my spoolie. I got the toolie, literally. And I'm just going to kind of straighten out and fix what that Brow MVP did. So that's my brows, quick and easy. That's the first time I think I've fully done my brows on camera because of course, you guys know that I get them arched. So luckily, this is a good brow day for me. They are growing back, but it is still a fairly good brow day because days when I could just throw on my Brow MVP and keep it pushing, I'm always the happiest. So yes, we're going to finally go in and conceal everything. So I'm just going to conceal my face. I'm probably going to run through this because it's nothing special. But I'm using my Morphe 173 brush, and I'm just going to... And I conceal with this brush all the time. Wow. I love that concealer technique because I feel like it lifts your eyes. You know what I'm saying? Like, you always want to conceal, like, bring your concealer down, which is what I've normally done. But bringing it up is like, y'all better stop playing with me. Okay. And guess what? Still ain't using no foundation. We ain't even get to the powder yet, and that's really the star of the show right now. That's this goddamn powder. So let me finish my other eye, and I'll be right back. Okay, so now we are concealed up. Eyebrows are done. Next, what we're going to do is set the under eye. Normally, I'm gonna use the Fenty Beauty Pro Filter powder in Cashew. Now, y'all know, if y'all watch me, y'all know that I normally use this with another powder, but I'm just going in with just this. So hopefully it's not too bad, but if it's too light, the good thing is we'll be able to conceal it. I mean, we'll be able to use our actual face powder to kind of make it not as bright, but it looks really pretty on its own, actually. I never thought to use the powder on its own because I've always used it the same way, but that's like, this is not powder and this is powder. So look at that. It does a really pretty job. I like this. Okay. It's always nice when you can learn a new trick with the shit that you already have. You don't have to go out and buy anything. That's always lovely. And I just feel like right now, I think Fenty is the only piece of makeup that I was like all season, like I think through Christmas and stuff. Fenty was the first, this powder that we're gonna use is like the first piece of makeup that I actually like was excited to buy. I haven't been very excited to buy makeup, maybe because nothing new is really coming out. I think people are maybe taking a pause, maybe. But I do hope that there is some, ooh, girl, that is so fly. I do hope that there is some really good spring launches, excuse me, because I'm thinking like I got powder in my. When I think of a fresh face, I don't really do any type of eyeshadow. So I'm going to take my concealer, my Fenty concealer that I put under my eyes. And I'm just going to put that. Now, normally, you guys see me use this as a base for my eyeshadow. But I kind of want there to be brightness like right here too. So I also put this on my eyes and then I set it and I just leave it. Because normally I just take what I have on my brush and I just put it on my eyes. But I low-key, not gonna hold you, low-key forgot about that. So I was looking, I'm like, why are my eyelids darker than the rest of my damn face? So I did that, and I'm just going to go back in with that translucent powder. I'm going to put it on the back of my hand just because it's my eye, so I don't want that much powder in my eye or to go in my eye. I'm just going to set it. See, because you kind of like that fresh. Although we will be bronzing the skin because we're looking kind of like muted and pale as hell right now. So we need to add some more color back into our face. This powder by itself, I'm like, I'm lit. I'm so happy. Look at this. Look at, and yes to losing a couple lbs. I can see my cheekbones again. Look at it. 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 So I'm excited. Can you tell? And this is my first time sitting in front of the camera since last year. What a trash ass year. And it feels good to be filming. It feels good. It feels good to put makeup on. Like, I'm feeling good, guys. Feeling good, feeling great. All 2021. All 2021. We feeling good. We feeling great. We looking good. We're doing us unapologetically. We are going to be confident. We are going to be achievers. I know I was in the middle of doing my makeup, but I just kind of just felt a rant. Like, the sky is the limit, okay? Finally, for the star of the damn show, the Fenty Beauty Pro Filter Soft Matte Powder Foundation. And this is the color 420 because that's my color. So that's what it is. I like the applicator. I did use it. I told you I tried this look going to work because I just wanted to see. I did use this already. I like it, but because I've just don't have all damn day to be sitting here. Like, I think my brush got up and walked away from me. Because I put it in a place where I can remember it. And I just used it. Well, attempted to use it. Okay, I'm back. Found my damn brush. Why was it right in front of me the whole time? Okay, so I like the little applicator that it comes with. I'm going to use, here's what I'll do. I'll do one side with the brush and I'll do one side with the applicator just so we can kind of see which one. So I'm going to go in with the brush first. I'm going to do this side. I'm going to do this side with the brush. I'm going to do this side with the applicator it comes with, so. So when I first used this brush, this powder, it honestly did give me like an all over kind of airbrush feel to my face. I don't know how you could do your nose, but okay. So we did that side with the brush. You don't really need a lot of this. I'm gonna do this side with the thingy. I don't even know what you would call this. And the idea of this is, yes, it's not full coverage. Like, it looks full coverage. It's just a lot of powder. But it's genuinely, like, it's supposed to be kind of like your skin, but better. That's how I look at it. So you see how you can kind of see my skin still? Well, I'm not really trying to cover that one necessarily because it's a fresh face with product, but not so much product where you're completely covering up your face. Like, no. So that's what the little powder thingy, that's what this. I'm a brush girl. Like, I don't use beauty blenders that often and stuff like that. So I personally like using the brush. I'll probably put these with a brush. That's just me. And this is an e.l.f. brush. You can get at Ulta. It's the 103 brush. It's like a bronzer brush or something like that. So now we've caked all this powder on our face. I'm gonna wait because I'm actually put on my bronzer now. So I'm gonna take my Fenty bronzer in Mocha Mami, and I'm gonna take this powder brush by Cashew. And I'm just gonna warm my face back up. Now here's the kicker about wearing a headband when you do your makeup is that you miss some stuff. So I at least want to make sure that I'm covering up that. My forehead. You gotta get your forehead. And that's why I like using this light, fluffy kind of brush. Especially for looks like this. I'm not trying to go for no harsh ass look. I just want to warm it up. We'll just warm up the skin. That's it. So now, as you can see, we kind of warmed it up. I kind of went a little crazy on the forehead. Next, I'm going to go in with my Fenty What It Do makeup refreshing spray. I feel like I say it like that every time. And this is just going to melt everything that we did in. And then I'm just going to take one of these little makeup sponges and I'm just going to pat it in my face. So, and honestly, it looks like I sprayed a lot. This is one spray that is worth it. And I haven't even gone through that much. I use this just a little bit more because I'm the way that it sprays on the face, first of all, is misty. It's not hard. Like, let me show you a difference. And I love this spray, right? See how harsh that is? See the difference? Like, I wish we could do like a side-by-side. Like, that's like mad spray. I don't even know if you see it, but see that little mist? It's all cute and shit. Like, I stan Fenty. That's just me, though. I stan. So, next I'm going to go in, because they don't really have too many blushes, but they do have cream blushes. So, I'm going to go in and I'm going to apply this cream blush. Now, if I'm keeping it a buck, I'm not really a big fan of cream blushes. I'm just going to take this little brush, and I'm just going to... Whoa. Warm this up on the back of my hand a little bit. Warming it up on the back of my hand, because just going in raw like that. But it is really pretty. But like I was saying, I'm not really a big fan of cream blushes, just because I don't know. They're like, I'm still learning them. It's a product that to me is kind of hard to work with sometimes. But I like it nonetheless. I think that they could be really, really pretty. And kind of for that freshness, if you add like a little bit of your blush, whatever brand, powder blush, whatever. What I like about this cream blush, especially her formula, is that it gives you like an inner glow kind of look. So I like to put some on the edge of my nose and all that. And then I'm going to take the back of my Beauty Blender, because I didn't do it after I sprayed. And because this is a cream product, it'll go right into the skin. I'm just going to bounce that right into the skin. I'm also going to go ahead and do what I got to do here. And just bounce that in. Now you can kind of see. It's so just fresh. So next, normally with a fresh face, I don't do highlighter, but I do think because I want this glowing effect that I should. So I'm going to go in with the Afternoon Snack by Fenty. And I'm just going to take my Morphe M500 brush, just a little light brush. And I'm just going to put that at the top there. I'm not going to add no more than what I'm adding right now, because I simply just want it to be like a little inner glow there. And that's why I'm using such a dense brush. Such a loose brush, because I don't want to do too much. I don't want it to be heavy on my face. This is the word I should say. So next, we are going to do mascara. Now, for a fresh look, you don't have to wear false lashes. I'm going to, just because I like the way that it looks. But before we do anything, we're going to just coat the top and bottom lashes. And I'm using the Fenty Full Frontal Mascara. This look is so good for the summertime. I probably should have recorded this for the summertime. Maybe I'll just repost it again. No, I'm just joking. But I just like during the summer, I feel like it's so hard to wear makeup anyways. So versus wearing like a pound of foundation on your face, this is like a good alternative. Even though you still are using product, you're using powder, so it's not as cakey. It's easy to deal with. Easier. You sweat. The idea is for the powder to look close to your skin. So I know for a long time I didn't even use powder. Like during the summer, I would just wear concealer and set my concealer with a powder that was close to my skin, and then and kept it pushing. That was what I used to do. But yeah, I feel like I'm just rambling because I miss y'all. I miss filming. So I'm just rambling, and I'm just really happy to be starting a fresh year. I feel good. Like I just said, I feel good. I feel great. I I didn't set New Year's goals. I set goals, but they weren't like resolutions. Like I set goals just for betterment of myself, if that makes sense. So I'm going to use my Kiss 11 lashes. So I'm going to go put those on and then I'll be right back. And we are going to finish off with a little bit on the eye and the lip. So be right back. I'm back, lashes on. So now I'm just going to take my mascara that I used. I thought about using a liner, but I was just like, no, I'm going to still keep it pretty fresh and just use my mascara to bring my bottom lashes out. So I'm not doing much. I didn't do much. Just left it like that. And then now I'm going to go back into that highlighter. I'm going to go into Mo Honey. And I'm going to take a pencil brush. And I'm just going to put it in the center of my, in the corner. And this is a good everyday look. I have a go-to look, but that's like if I'm going out or anything like that. This is just great for every day. Seeing that little burst in the inner corner gives you a little awakeness to your face. And lastly, I'm going to use the Gloss Balm Cream. These are new as well. I think they rolled these out and then they rolled out the powder foundation. But I'm going to use the color Fenty Glow. I'm not going to line my lips. I'm just going to go in with lip gloss because I feel like in order to have a fresh look, lip gloss is just the way to go. If you're doing lipstick, it's not bad, to each his own, but it's semi-lip gloss. So, it's semi-fresh. To me, like, fresh is like lip gloss, all that good stuff. So, I'm just going to spray my face one more time. I would suggest going in with a actual setting powder if you're going out or going to work or anything, because this is a powder. I don't have a Fenty I don't have a Fenty setting spray, so I'm just going to set my face with another product. And then that is it. So I know I came back on just to show y'all what I did. And then I'm going to go back off, kind of get my hair together, and then I'm going to come back. We're going to talk a little bit, okay? Okay. So, as far as products go, so we know that the star of the show was this powder. So, my overall, since this is a fresh face, it's very fresh, no foundation, no eyeshadow, but you still look like something, you know what I'm saying? So I will say overall that I really like this powder foundation. I think it's really good for the girls who are on the go, who don't necessarily have a whole bunch of time to sit and put on a full face of foundation, but they still want to look decent. I think that this is a good go-to for those ladies that are like that. So I really do like this foundation. And then the lip creams, I guess it's hard to rate like lip gloss because to me, almost all lip gloss is the same. Her formula is pretty much the same. So this is Fenty Glow in the glitter formula. And this is Fenty Glow in the cream. So they're basically the same color. One's just cream, one's just kind of like more opaque. So for the most part, I think it's great, but I'm only saying that way because I'm like, there's not really, it's just like a lip gloss, but it is good. It is pigmented. It is pretty. She is me, I am here, okay? So overall, we love Fenty. I love Fenty. Love these two products. yeah, and everything else is pretty old school. I highly recommend to use the soft silk kind of hydrating primer under it so your face doesn't get too dry, especially if you have dry skin already. And this What It Do, I just always recommend this. It's like high on my list next to my Mack Fix Plus. I haven't used that in a while, but I use this a lot, especially when I'm working with a lot of powders. So I do recommend to add this to your collection. I was pleasantly surprised by how Cashew looked on its own. If you guys watch my videos, you know I usually put my Dermablend powder on and then I put on Cashew. So for this to be by itself, it's really good. And even just sitting here, like my face looks really fresh, really dewy, kind of like my skin, but better. Just sitting in front of the lights, and I'm not sweating or I'm not hot or anything, but that's kind of the effect I was going for. So yes, so I like that. And yeah, I mean, the bronzer I already love. I already talked about the cream blushes. This, I mean, I just love Fenty. Who can go wrong with Fenty? And I'm pretty sure if I would have used my foundation, the look would have turned out just as fabulous as it did right now. So with that being said, that is it for this video. Make sure that you like, subscribe, hit that bell to be notified when I post another video. Comment some products that you have, some products that you don't have, or anything that you want to see, anything you want me to see me review. Please just talk to me down in the comments below. And yeah, that's it. So with that being said, that is it for this video. I love you all. Please be safe, be prosperous, starting off your new year, and we will see you in the next video. Bye.